For more awesome gaming content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Be kind of playing in the background, and I wanted to talk today about the big update. You've probably all turned your Xboxes on or last night, and you've probably thought, fuck me, 7 to 8 gigabytes for an update. Well, I'm just going to quickly run over some of the things that are actually on this update, just to clarify with you guys so you actually know. Right, so we're going to start off multiplayer. This is going to be for the multiplayer as well, by the way. I'll do zombies in another video. In general, they've addressed an issue allowing players to infinitely vote for previous maps. I haven't had that issue. I don't know if any of you guys have. We've also got free run, nightmares, and Dead Ops mode are now available from the bonus menu on the main screen to play, so you haven't got to do all that little gay coding stuff. A balanced pass to improve XP earned rate consistence across map modes. They've resolved an issue where specialist showcase weapons showed both base attachment models and players selected attachment models. Resolved an issue where players were unable to freely scroll through taunts in taunts menu. The new taunt was recently acquired. They've added a missing rotation prompt icon in Gunsmith Custom Variety and Gunsmith Snapshot. Addressed an issue where leaderboards were not properly being reset after a player used a prestige token. I had that problem. Resolved issues where the creator class would not update immediately after the purchase of the extra class slot. Also added an additional anti-cheat support, so probably something to do with that split screen malarkey that was going on that everyone was really exploiting madly, which everyone would probably see. And they've removed the UI error that occurred, you know, and you sat on the main screen for a while when it got a cup of tea or a cup of biscuits and tea and crumpet, you know, and you come back and it said UI error. That's it for the general. And then we've got general gameplay. They've fixed an exploit that allowed players to move faster by sliding just before landing from the jump. You know, everyone was A slide, then they patched it, and then it was Y slide, some shit like that. Made no difference really, it was like a millisecond faster. Fixed an issue when moving while crouching on or ADS, the aim down sight, did not properly reduce your audio footprint. Addressed issues that affected the crypto key earn rate consistency across game modes. In hardcore, AEI controlled score sheets will no longer count towards the kick limit, which is quite good. You yell in a Wraith and it kills 3 teammates, you get kicked. The Cerberus is one of them. The Talon, the Wraith, the Raps drone, and the GI unit. None of them will count towards kicking you from the game if they kill teammates. Resolved an issue with specialist weapon progression was not tracking in round-based game modes. Fixed an exploit where players were being awarded crypto keys when not participating in matches. They patched that ages ago. Teammates can no longer damage friendly score streaks in hardcore. Thank fuck for that. Addressed an issue where players were able to place turrets underwater after using reject. I've never seen that one. That's quite fun. They fixed the exploit whereby players were unable to obtain... Hold up. Fixed exploit where players were able to obtain the Hellstream score set repeatedly without earning them. I had some of my friends just doing that. It kept coming up. Addressed a bug where players were able to pick up a torrent while controlling a HCXD. That's sick. Fixed an issue in free for all where the mothership could not be locked on by launchers, so it was unlimited because no one could take it down. It lasted about 30 seconds. They've adjusted the spawn logic for lightning strikes to better match the blast radius. Adjusted spawn logic TDM and kill confirmed to increase the chance of spawning with team. That's good because I always used to spawn with the enemy. Added colorblind mode to the option main menu that supports different types of colorblindness. What else we got here? Player combat record. Players can now view other players' combat records by selecting the player and choosing view combat record from the player details menu. Players can now compare stats with friends in the combat record. Sick! I wish that never was in free because I played shit just to rank up and now I've got a dodgy KD. Now everyone's going to hate me. Damn. The Outrider increased the ability to hit enemies. Nomad increased reject stand-up speed. Nomad increased remaining power when player terminates. Prophet Tempest increased ability to hit enemies. Well, it was good anyway. The Reaper equalised footstep audio volume to the same audio ability of the Specialist. Reduce the Spectrum, whatever that says. Reduced leftover specialist power available if player died when activated the Ripper. Create a class General. A fine-tuned rapid fire effectiveness across all weapons. Submachine Guns General. Reduced sprint out speed. VMP. Fixed issue where players were not being shown on the radar when firing. The ICR. Increased ADS aim stability, so aim down sight, aim stability. Increased long distance damage range. Now I've been using the ICR. This is with the update using the ICR now, and it is pretty better. The HVK30 increased long distance damage range. The KN40 increased medium distance damage range. The Shiva increased ADS aim stability, increased long distance damage range. The XR2 increased aim down sight stability, increased recoil control. Damn, they've done so much in this update, it's unreal. Right, what else we got? Score streaks. The Cerberus increased health. The II targeting speed increased accuracy damaged, missile accuracy and missile project speed. Damn man, that shit was OP anyway. Increased damage to the Hellstorm. And the targeting radius. Mothership increased health. The Raps deploy ship, they've increased the health. The Hater corrected issue where the Hater no longer displayed enemies after the owner died. Yeah, that happened all the fucking time. Fixed issues. Power coil cost decreased to 1,250. Duration increased to 60 seconds. Fixed an issue where the power coil would occasionally fail to destroy an enemy counter UAV. And then it goes on to maps and so forth and so forth. I will leave the link to this update in the description so all you guys can read it. But that's me going to wrap it up for now. I went through pretty much anything, and there's a few about everything I read about the assault rifles is pretty much the same with the submachine guns. We've got like increased distance from the Weevil, submachine guns, Vectus, increased recoil stability, just things like that. Locust, increased aim down sight stability, increased weapon switch speed for the Locust. The Brass Knuckles has added a sparked effect. The FMJ no longer deals increased damage to the robot in Safeguard. FMJ no longer ignores the armor provided to satellite drone carried the uplink. Awareness perk, reduced audio range bonus. And there's loads about the maps and things like that. Custom game lobby invite. Oh, lobby invites. I'll read this out. Addressing issues where players' max party size would be set to 1 when going from multiplayer lobbies to zombies. Fix the crash that occurred when accepting an invite during any cinematic. Addressed a server issue related to players being able to exceed the max party size in various situations. Resolved server bugs related to joining a session from the outside of a game. Players can now send game invites while in campaign. And there's been loads of challenge and metas update. I'll post this in the description anyway, so you can read it yourself if you want, just in case you couldn't quite understand me. Boy Perks, and I'm out. Peace!